What's up, everybody? Yes, indeed. OG is back, man. OG don't talk about it, he stays about it. But anyways, people, today, let me get adjusted here. Take out my earbuds. Today, I'm going to discuss a topic that went on in Hanford. I believe it's the 559 area code. Shout out to the homies up there. You know what I'm saying? All homies, all my gente. You know, because we all go through the struggle no matter what area code you're from. But anyways, I'm going to touch on this subject because one of my subscribers asked me, he goes, "Hey, OG, did you hear about that tragedy that went down?" And it was a tragedy involving an individual that took the life of his wife and tried to flee the country. And with that, I will bring you to something similar with an individual that I did time with. And, you know, stuff happens in the heat of passion. Love can be ruthless, you know. And the reason why my subscriber reached out to me, because he's aware that I've been with my wife for over 30 years. You know, we've been married for 30 plus years. But anyways, before I get on to that, I need to remind everybody, all my new subscribers, my followers, I appreciate every last one of you guys. Thank you. This is a fitness channel. I normally would touch on fitness and bring health awareness to people's eyes and go into detail about certain things that could help you out with your general health, you know, to recondition certain parts of your organs and stuff like that. Well, certain organs, you know, that are actually repairable and where diseases can be reversible, you know. But anyways, yeah, don't forget to hit your like and subscribe button, put your notification bell on all, share this channel. And once again, thank you to all my subscribers, my followers, and of course, you can never forget my channel members, man. I haven't forgot about you guys, man. Much love to you guys. I really appreciate you guys supporting my channel the way you've been doing. I mean, that goes for everybody, you know, even anybody that interacts with my channel. Whether you like the content or not, you know, just leave me a thumbs up or thumbs down or leave something down in the comments. But just don't get crazy with the comments, people. You know, I'm not here to entertain any of the nonsense. But anyways, for those of you that are new to my channel, I'm going to introduce myself to you. I'm a little tongue-tied right now because I got to hurry up and get somewhere. I'm High Power Fitness. I'm a full-time online fitness coach. What I do with my online coaching, I help change people's lives. People come to me that don't know where to get started in their fitness journey. Some people come, they're in the worst of their health. Some people just come to me because they need to lose a few extra pounds for an upcoming event. And I guide them through this. I walk them through it and teach them how to do it. And I provide them with the tools and knowledge. That way they could go on in life applying the knowledge that I've given to them and the tools. And you know, that you can live a healthy life. That's what I do day in, day out. I supply them with the exact tools and knowledge that I've acquired throughout my years. So normally what I do is I jump on a phone call with someone that's reaching out for help. And we discuss a little bit about their lifestyle and what present condition they're in. And I put together a structured workout plan for them. With every structured workout plan comes with videos explaining to you exactly how to do the workout, how many repetitions you're supposed to do, how many sets you're supposed to do, and how much rest you're supposed to have in between sets. And everything's done at the tip of your fingers through your phone. You know, it's a digital format. A company built my program for me, so you know, obviously I'm not a computer technician, because if I was a computer technician, more than likely I wouldn't be behind this screen doing what I'm doing right here. But anyways, so it comes with a full workout plan, structured, tailored to your lifestyle, and I also build you the perfect meal plan for you. A meal plan that you're going to be able to stick with, because the best diet in the world is the one that you're going to stick with. So technically, the meals that I provide for you, I don't like to look at it as a diet. I look at it as a way to eat, you know, a way of eating, you know, on a daily. I eat the same foods every day, and you know I'm accustomed to that. You know what I mean? Especially you know when you've done time behind the malls, they serve the same shit day in day out. And for those of you that think that you're malnourished behind the malls, no, you're not. You know they provide a food service there. You just may have been a little bit spoiled in the street because I mean I survived off of the food there. There was points in my time where I didn't have paquetes, and back when I was getting paquetes, there were 30-pound packages, baby. We didn't have to go through Walking Horse. We had the good packages. All the goodies came into there, but anyways, that's a whole nother story, man. But yeah, so I put together your structured workout plan. I build you your perfect nutritional plan. I watch it on a daily because I'm able to track everything that you're doing. As long as you're logged into your program, you know, I keep track of your foods and make sure that you're hitting the numbers that I provide to you. Whether we're tracking macronutrients or if I have you on a keto diet, at the end of the day, it's entirely up to you. I could teach whatever nutritional way of eating that you prefer. You know, not everybody wants to try to do the macro thing, but it's the easiest. I'll tell you that. A lot of people think it's easier doing the keto. No, keto involves a lot more discipline, I should tell you, and your body goes through way more changes. And I've spoke about that in the past as well. You know, the best keto is actually doing it when you're doing it with intermittent fasting. Man, you get the best results. You know, ketones. You know, your body learns to utilize the stored energy and burn the stubborn fat, the glycerol fat, and all that. You know, but anyways, so. If you guys are interested in signing up with my program, I work with you on financing everything. And when you sign up with me, if you bring someone aboard, you get additional free time added to your time. So if you want to get started, you could email me at highpowerfitness@yahoo.com, or you could shoot me a DM on my Instagram, high_power_fitness_. Okay, now with that being said, I'm going to elaborate about that individual from the 559. I'm pretty sure that's where it took place. Correct me if I'm wrong, but this individual was recently arrested for taking out his wife. From my understanding, it was a relationship that was it was a violent relationship, so they weren't really with each other. They had set up with visitation rights, and everybody had their turn at having the kids, you know. When it came time to exchange kids, and you know the dad had the kids, the ex-wife would go ghost, you know. So she more than likely she was out there getting her backyard boogie on, you know. That's her business, you know. They were separated for a reason. But obviously one of them didn't want to let go of the other. And, you know, when something like that happens in a relationship, it can become very dangerous. And because of an individual that feels he's entitled to having his ex or significant other, doesn't want to see her with anybody. I mean, if you really love an individual that much, let him go. Let him be happy. You know, look at the bigger picture. Yes, I know it'll hurt. But, you know, like I said, it's not right to do what he did. There's no justification on what he did. Those children of his will never see their mom again. Despite if she was a hood rat or not, and you know, I'm not saying she was, you know, but no matter what she was living, that was her life. That was her business. It wasn't anybody else's business. But obviously, the husband was very jealous what was going on. I really didn't get into too much research about this, so I'm just elaborating real quick on this because of the short information that I've gathered. And yeah, he took her life. and he fled to Mexico. And I'm aware that while I was informed that his parents knew what he did, and with anybody, well, I can't speak for everybody. I wouldn't want to give up my child to turn him over to the authorities, but what he did was incorrect. It was very wrong. I would convince him to turn himself in, because to drag his kids to a foreign country, that would be a foreign country, no disrespect, because the kids were obviously born here, to be raised into a different environment and be always in the hiding, that's no lifestyle for anyone to live. Constantly looking over your shoulder, that's crazy, But long story short on this, the individual, I believe, was apprehended, and he turned himself in. I guess his parents convinced him to turn himself in, to do the right thing, At the end of the day, this guy's going to get washed up. He will never see the light of day again. More than likely, he will be put on a SNY yard, because there's certain rules that us individuals live by, and he pretty much violated something that was very wrong to do. Let's just put it that way. I'm not going to get into too much detail about this. So, yeah, he's going away forever, and now his kids are going to be left without a mother and a father. I mean, at least, the father's still going to be there, but really, once them kids grow up, they may just grow up to hate this individual, or they may not. Only they know. Could this situation have been avoided? Possibly. I know there's a lot of us that say mind your own business, but there's certain things where you got to make exceptions to. Because I can tell you one thing right now: if any of my neighbors were beating on their ladies, that's a no-no. I would probably go put hands on the individual. I'm not going to call the juras. And then after that happens, you know what I'm saying? I would tell that individual, hey man, you got to bounce. You need to get out this relationship, because that individual's going to end up killing you, straight up. Some like fatal attraction type of shit. As far as myself, like I said, I've been with my wife over 30 years. We've had our ups and downs, man, and the sea has been at its worst storms, but we ran through them together. Once the storm had settled, we figured out, how to work with one another, and we're still here pushing strong today. But anyways, I'm gonna bring you to a quick little story. When I was doing time, and I was doing time with an individual. He actually removed his wife and her lover. And what I mean by that is he ended up killing them. And it was in the heat of passion. When I was doing time with this individual, it was in a pinta up north. I'm not going to say which one. More than likely, this individual probably isn't around anymore. But I remember being on this yard, and it was a yard that always had tension to it. And this one particular individual, he ran with us, but he was always smiling, like the happiest guy around. Eventually, after time went by, I got to know this individual, chop it up. He was a lifer. He had been down for, I believe, something like 27 years, and long story short on that, he took a liking to me. I was younger. He used to try to lace me up and tell me, hey, this isn't the life. You need to get right. And he knew actually that I had just recently had gotten married in prison. Um, actually, I'm not going to get into too much detail. I can't, because then it's going to pinpoint, and some people may just point out exactly who he was, and that's just out of respect for this individual. But he did help organize my marriage. So the guy, like I said, he took a liking to me. And one day we were just chopping it up on the yard, man. And we were actually having some coffee, and we had roscas. Man, they made some bomb roscas over there at the Pinta that we were at. We had, he's like I said, he's been there for a cool minute. He wasn't there on that yard for a cool minute. I think on that yard alone, he was there maybe for like 10 years. And usually they would transfer lifers around. They wouldn't want them to sit too long in a yard because, they get to know the staff very well. And I won't say no more on that. But anyways, yeah, so we were chopping it up on the yard. We had some roscas that he had gotten from the cocina with, peanut butter and that extra butter on them, nice and hot right out the oven. For those of you that know, man, there ain't no other. Ooh-wee, especially them old roscas. Remember them big ones? And they're the one that's done time during the time I done time. Ooh-wee, they were bomb. But anyways, long story short, yes, OG rambled on, and that's what I do. But anyways, we got on there. We started chopping it up. And out of curiosity, I just said, hey, OG, no disrespect or anything, but you're always happy in here. You're like, you always have a smile on your face. And I know you're a lifer. What's up with that? And he sat there and explained to me his situation. This individual killed in the heat of passion. He killed his wife and her lover. It's a sad situation. And the reason he was happy is because he found God. He was, I guess you could say, a prison pastor or whatever they call him, or chaplain assistant, something like that. I don't know, you know what I mean? He never tried to push religion on me or nothing. He was very humble. And he, like I said, there was just something about this individual, man. He stood out. He was very bright. I mean, he glowed. You know what I'm saying? So anyways, back to the story. We sat there, we chopped it up, and he explained to me what happened. He was at work. It was a rainy day. The work that he was doing, it involved being outdoors, and since it started to rain, it affected the work period. So he was cut out of work early to go home. So this individual, the person that he was, he said he made a run to the local florist and bought a dozen red long stem roses for his wife. He goes home to surprise his wife, and the wife is there. Well, the vehicle's there, but ain't nobody answering the door. She actually double locked the door because he couldn't get in with his key. So he's knocking away and there's no answer. So he's like wondering what's going on. So just like any of us, we're gonna go and check things out, right? So he takes a walk around the house, and now he hears his little baby girl crying. So now the flags have been raised. He's like really tripping, like what's going on? Because his little daughter was just, I think, a couple years old, he was saying. She was crying. So he went and grabbed a chair because he heard the crying coming from the restroom. And he was able to see through the shower window right there. And his little daughter was all shitted on, diaper all full of shit, and just locked in the restroom, crying. So, obviously, he's going to get in that house. I don't remember exactly how he entered the house, whether it was through that shower window, because this was years ago when he told me this, or he ended up kicking in the door. But when he entered that house, he found his wife getting tossed up in the room. And it was obvious that the baby had been sitting there for hours because there was so much shit in her diaper, it was coming out the sides, running down her legs. What would you do in this situation? Knowing that your wife and her lover were doing their thing while you're at work trying to provide for a family, and to come home to this. This is how dangerous love can be, man. He reacted in the heat of passion. He killed his wife and killed her lover. I never asked him if the lover knew him. I left it as that because that was kind of like a cold situation that got him washed up. He was there doing all day. I feel for that individual, man, because he didn't belong right there where he was at. You know, I've done time with individuals, and there's certain individuals, by all means, they need to be locked up. You know what I'm saying? They some cold individuals. There's some individuals that have gotten all day. They don't deserve to be behind them walls. Believe it or not, there's a lot of individuals that really seem to be innocent because they still argue that they were innocent, and they've been down for decades. You know, why would somebody still claim their innocence when they've already been down for decades? You know what I mean? Obviously, maybe it was a guilt thing or something. I don't know. But back to that individual, I really don't think he's still around because, you know, this was a while back. This was like I said, about 30 years ago. More than likely he's gone, you know, but I hope he did get out and see the world, but more than likely at that time he didn't, because they weren't really letting go of anybody. If you had a now, you were doing all day. It was a wrap. But anyways, people, I thought I would bring that to your guys' attention. You know how love can be dangerous, man. It could be good and it could be dangerous. You know, the situation that went on in Hanford, I think it Hatford or something like that, 559, sad situation, man. That individual, I mean, only he knows why he did what he did. I mean, there's no justification for what he did, because no matter what, it was wrong. Well, anyways, people, that's it. I went on way longer than I thought I was going to be. But if you want to get started in your fitness journey, you already know, man, shoot me a DM or email me at highpowerfitness@yahoo.com. There ain't nothing to it but to do it. You can't talk about it, people. You just have to be about it. Now, with that being said, remember to hit that like and subscribe button. Put your notification bell on all. Thumbs up or thumbs down. People, leave some comments down below. Now get up and get yours. Let's do this.